All right, welcome back. Week 4 off season. Last training week before I go on a little bit of a vacation. So what I decided to do this week was not really test myself too much, but test myself with some doubles. So day one here, normal bench day for me. Um, no added resistance or anything like that. Everything straight weight this week. Um, Bench was feeling pretty good. Shoulders weren't super sore or anything. So here's a nice little 405 for two. This is a little bit of a PR. Haven't gone this heavy in quite a few years. Um, Felt pretty good. Not super fast, but pretty solid. So I decided to go up again to 425. A little shaky. Always slow on the descent. Nice little sink, push, and then pop again off the belly for a nice solid two. Feel pretty good. I think I did 400 for two 4 weeks ago, so it went up pretty good in the 4 weeks. And I did one more back down set at the 405. Didn't want to take the 425 for a second. Didn't want to test fate there. Then moving on to my second accessory, feet up. I did 5 second holds here. Some of these videos, again, I did speed up just for time, but I'm really liking those. Those are moving pretty good. Then I've always say it curls for the girls, but I know as my arms get stronger, my descent on the bench will get better, and the ability for me to hold more and more weight is going to get better and better. Second day deadlifts. Um, this was kind of a weird day. Uh, my belly being as large as it is, which is not good. I have to go back to my old belt, um, just because I don't feel like adjusting my other one. So I hit 535 for two there, now 585, which is about 40 pounds heavier than I did in week one. Off the floor, it's a little slow, a little herky jerky, but I get it for two. Fell out of groove there a little bit. And I really wanted 600 for two. That was really my mental goal for the day. But really ugly. And on the way down, I was trying to, like, nope, not going to get it for two. Didn't want to test fate with an injury or anything. So live to fight another day. I did a drop down set of 335 for five, just to kind of seal in the technique here. Um, Deadlift for me is always, going to be a struggle in the sense of size of my gut. But when I get back from vacation, I'll pop into a diet here. Hopefully, drop about 10 to 15 pounds while prepping for the meet. And here's these pauses. I'm really starting to like these. The amount of tension that you get throughout your whole back and your hamstrings just sitting there holding that weight, I think is really going to pay off in the end once I get a good 10 weeks into those. Followed up by my classic front squats. I'm probably going to push these a little bit harder during prep for at least the first 6 to 7 weeks. Right now, it's for me, it's just kind of, I don't want to say going through the motion, but really just adding extra volume into a second squat, since I'm really only doing the back squat in this compared to like four different deadlift exercises for my deadlift. Day three, overhead day. These, I was really happy with these, but I put in the video all the time it took after each lift where I was just dizzy. For some reason, I always get like that, just the way I hold my breath. But ended up with a 215 for one. Um, then 215 for two. So I'm kind of using that as my most current PR, 215. I think the week one, I was at about 170, 175. So the weight's moving up pretty good. Probably went a little bit too heavy on this last drop set here, 185. Probably should have dropped it to 165 to get a little bit more volume in, because a set of three isn't really much volume, and try to seal in all the work for the day. Lat raises, of course, bent over row. Probably the last week I use this bar. I'm probably going to move over to the trap bar during meet prep in the incline there. To be more of a chest supported row. That's my plan coming back. And still these low elbow face pulls. I can't really get my elbows much higher. And I did speed that video up, by the way. Excuse me. This is something I brought in today. I really like those low cable pulley pec deck things. Um, they kind of just make the boobies a little bit bigger, and more meat on the boobs is always good. And good old squat day. I was hoping, and you'll see it, I really wanted to go 550 for a double, and I'm not a very confident squatter when it is to multiple heavy reps. I usually just do a ton of singles. But here, I get into the hole, come out of the hole really well. When I try to reset, I'm shaking. I go down. I'm like, nope, not gonna do it. I just could not get my legs to stop shaking for some reason. So I took it again, down into the hole, nice and slow, out of the hole, perfect, and still shaking. I'm gonna try to but something must be with that buffalo bar in me where I just can't keep it under control for multiple reps. So took it up to 600, nice and in and out of the hole. And that was it. Drop set of 500 for two. And I think see right there, I catch myself shaking and I reset for a split second and get back into it. Was able to control it without, causing any lower back pain or anything like that. Then I dropped it down again because I really wanted to kill the squat because this was my last training day before vacation. So I really wanted to do as much work as possible. My legs were feeling pretty good. Moving over to my sumo pulls here just to finish off the glutes. This was a nice PR for me. Started having a hard time. I did put a couple sets heavier after this, but I just could not hold it with my hands because I can't do hook grip. I'm just too weak at it. And then finish off with some stiff legs for the deads here. This is probably the heaviest I've gone this cycle. So these are moving pretty good. Feeling real happy with the hand glute activation. Then finished off with a bunch of sets of leg press. So that was it. That's the 4 week off season. Thanks everyone. Give a like, comment, subscribe. Talk to you later.